Okay. Happy Monday, everybody. Thank you guys for joining me. Luis Morales here, health fitness specialist with Exos at Autodesk. And today's stretch break is all about combating that kind of sitting or standing desk posture that I know we get into all the time. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard me mention this theme before. However, it is really important to kind of keep up on it on a pretty much daily basis as we go through life here. So we're going to start just in standing here. And what we're going to start with is just some simple neck circles, kind of warm up the upper part of our spine a little bit. So plant those feet about shoulder width apart. We kind of want to stay in a comfortable stance here. Tighten up those tummy muscles just a little bit before we start, just to make sure our body is not rocking any other way. We want to make sure our torso is pretty much staying upright through while we're doing these neck circles. So once you got the tummy tight here, try and drop that chin down to your chest, and then we're going to do 5 big rotations, whichever way you want to choose to start with here. Taking it kind of nice and slow, trying to explore how kind of circular or how big of a circle I should say that you can make with your neck. Trying to really bring those ears towards those shoulders. Looking up at the ceiling and then looking down kind of at the ground as we roll around in these circles. So take it at your own speed. Trying to do 5. Once we get to that 5th one, we can just slowly change direction. Pops and cracks while this is happening, usually pretty common. All good unless it's met with immediate pain. All right, guys. Yeah, go ahead and switch directions when you get to that 5. Good job, you guys. Just taking it nice and slow, starting it off on a relaxing note today. I'm going to do one more for good measure here. Beautiful. Okay. All right, guys. Next, we're going to stay in standing. We're going to get into a nice quad stretch. And the quads are the big muscles here we got on the front of our thighs. Typically, this requires kind of standing on one leg. Now, if you feel like you need something around you to hold on to keep your balance, totally cool with that. Don't want anyone falling. I'm going to start by grabbing onto my left ankle or foot here, trying to bring that heel in as close to my glute as possible. I'll straighten out here for a moment. As you can see, my knees are pretty much right next to each other. We want to make sure our knees aren't spread out. We want to make sure that they're right next to each other, bringing that heel into the glute as much as possible. And if you're doing really well in the balance, you can go ahead and reach that arm up overhead. What that does kind of exaggerates the stretch, puts more muscles to our torso on strain, so to say. So once you find that good, comfortable spot with that stretch, a few deep breaths. Good work, guys. And remember, it doesn't have to be a 10 out of 10 on the intensity scale. Stretches should kind of be in the 5 or 6 range as far as your intensity goes. All right, let's slowly release that foot. Give it a quick shake if you need to. Now let's go and grab that other foot. Try and bring that heel nice and close into your glute as much as possible. Find that balance. Raise that arm up if you can. Good work, you guys. Good work. Kind of a great balance exercise too if you ever want to work on your balance. Get the stretch and the balance working at the same time. All right, one more deep breath here. All right, slowly as we exhale, let go of that foot. Give that leg a little shake. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna stay in standing again. What we're gonna do next is open up the chest a little bit. And as we work, we typically tend to round those shoulders forward a little bit. These chest muscles get tight because we round those shoulders. So let's go ahead and link those fingers, interlace those fingers, I should say, behind your back. Plant those feet about shoulder width apart. And what we're gonna do is try and pull those shoulder blades down and back, open up that chest, and maybe tilt the head up just a little bit. Once you're in this position, whether it's kind of a big stretch or not, let's just try and take a few breaths here. As we breathe into our lungs, kind of should feel the ribs expand, pushing those muscles in front here to expand a little bit as well. The key to combating less than desirable posture is to spend as much time in the opposite position as you do in that kind of non-desirable position. For most of us, it's kind of not very feasible with just the way we live our lives, and that's all right. We just want to spend a little bit of time each day in these positions to combat that desk posture. Good work, you guys. One more big deep breath. Beautiful. All right, we can slowly release those hands. Wow, let those shoulder blades come back into that neutral position. Great work. Okay, now let's make our way down to the ground. We're going to start hands and knees here on the ground. Once again, we're going to be addressing the spine a little bit here. So with those hands planted right under the shoulders, knees right under the hips, what we can do here is the super popular cat camel. So letting our spine kind of round up, head dip down, and the pelvis tuck. Trying to stretch our spine as much as we can in one direction, and then slowly start to alternate to the next position, which is bringing the head up, making a big valley out of your back. And just starting to move at your own speed between these two positions. Really let the head hang here. Just trying to stretch a little bit further than we did before. If any part of this is uncomfortable though, feel free to kind of augment your own range of motion here. I don't want you guys pushing into anything that is uncomfortable and painful, so do what you can as far as comfort goes. Good job, you guys, good job. Taking breaths in each of these kind of extended or flexed positions. You might feel some different muscles stretching. That's all right. Using the breath and the rib cage to kind of work out those torso muscles. Can always feel pretty good. Good work, you guys, good work. All right, guys, let's go for one more round. So one more big deep breath in each extended and flexed position of the spine here. No rush. Awesome. All right. Last thing I have on the schedule for this stretch break for today, we're going to be on our stomachs, prone, all the way lying down. Oh boy. All right. Now, place those hands up around head level. And what we're going to do is a little bit of the yoga stretch named the Cobra. Now, with those hands up at head level, we want to relax that lower body as much as we can, and then kind of use those arms and shoulders to kind of push us up into a nice extended position here in the spine. Now, I know everyone can't extend the arms all the way, and that's all right. If you're having trouble with that, go ahead and just come down onto the elbows if you can. This is usually a much more relaxing position and kind of a feasible position. People who have really tight spines. Let's just go ahead and hang out here for just a quick sec. Take a couple breaths. Feel where that spine is at. Again, if this is uncomfortable for you in any way, feel free to kind of mess around with it and play around with it and do what's comfortable for you. Not everyone's body is the same. All right, let's slowly let it all the way down once again. Nice deep breath in this position. And then one more time, let's push ourselves up. If you can extend, awesome. If not, just rest there on those elbows. Breathe. Feel that extension in the spine. Awesome, guys. All right, slowly let yourselves down here. Nice and easy. And then we can come back up slowly into all fours or kneeling. And then standing once you're ready. Great job, guys. That's all the time I have for the stretch break today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I truly enjoyed these sessions. Don't forget, we are still doing the Zen in 10 program. So it's stretch breaks just like these on our YouTube channel. We're trying to do just one a day. It's just 10 minutes a day. They usually make me and my colleagues feel pretty good, and I know they will for you too. So the tracker is in the newsletter, and I will supply the tracker in the next stretch break. Just forgot to today. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. Take care, stay safe out there, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Luis.
No problem, guys. Take care. You guys did awesome.
Thanks, Luis.
See you guys. Have a good one.